Hey there, everybody. My name is Andy Jarvinen, and I'm a Cisco Solutions Engineer representing public sector here in Minnesota. Today, I'd like to migrate my Catalyst C9300-48P that's currently running iOS XE to Meraki firmware so that I can manage it from my Meraki dashboard. To accomplish this task, we're going to be following the process detailed in the document Getting Started Cisco Catalyst 9300 Management with Meraki Dashboard. The first thing that you need is an actual Meraki dashboard. So if you don't have one already, go to Meraki.com and sign up. Once you've created your dashboard, log in to confirm access. We can see the health of our devices along the top. The tabs on the left side show which modules we have access to. As you can see here, I have no switching module. Next up, let's putty into the device and confirm that our prerequisites have been met. Run a show version command to make sure that we have the right firmware for the migration, in addition to being in install mode instead of bundle, and also to make sure that our switch model is compatible. This switch needs to communicate with the Meraki dashboard, which means it needs a few things. One is a layer 3 interface. I'm going to utilize the SVI of my management VLAN. It also needs a next hop or a default gateway IP, which the switch can use to send traffic out to the internet. It also has to resolve the dashboard, so it needs a DNS resolver. We can utilize the show Meraki compatibility command in order to verify that our switch model and our firmware are compatible. And here I'm verifying that my management VLAN is going to receive its IP address dynamically from the MX that I have upstream. I'm also making sure that the default route is in the table. And then lastly, I want to issue the IP HTTP client source interface command on that VLAN interface. After adding a second DNS entry, I'm going to write that configuration to memory. And then we'll issue the service Meraki register command in order to get our Meraki ID, which is actually the claim code that we're going to enter in our Meraki dashboard. Copy this code to a notepad because you're going to be using it in just a few minutes. We will initiate the firmware migration with the command service Meraki start, but note that this will completely wipe out any configurations that previously existed on this switch and you will not be able to recover it, so be sure to back up before migration. Then click Y to proceed. You will see the switch chassis reload, then a factory reset is initiated. After which, the switch will reboot and initialize the hardware. You will see the boot process, and then the CLI will become unresponsive. We'll finish the configuration within the Meraki dashboard, so first up, let's go to Inventory and claim this switch. Pull up the notepad where we saved the Meraki ID and copy that code over to the Meraki Claim Device window. And now that the device has been claimed, we must add it to a network. If we navigate back to the overview page, we can see that the switching tab has been added to this network. But drilling down to the actual switch, we can see that it doesn't have connectivity yet. There must be something wrong. Seeing that there's no LAN IP address assigned, let's verify the configuration of our uplink port. Okay, and now let's refresh and see if we have connectivity. And there it is. I'm going to test out the access point that's attached to the switch. Got connected, looks good. Now the dashboard still doesn't show the switch having connected, but as you can see, I do have access to the internet, so let's give the dashboard just a few moments to catch up. And back in the switch, we can see that it has connected, it's received a public IP, it has its LAN IP, everything looks good. And you can see across the top here that I have all the same options for management and visibility that I would have with any other Meraki MS switch, except in a C9300. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you liked this video. Be sure to consult the documentation for all the necessary prerequisites before migrating your iOS XE Catalyst to Meraki management. I will drop links to pertinent resources in the comments below, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a great day, everybody.